Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. Today is all about the slapstick Gunlance, and of course this is another Gunlance video, and as such these were all requested by BrinkofInfinite. Here is the address, there is a link in the description below. Do check him out, he's an absolutely lovely guy, especially for an American. Thought I'd add that one in there. Anyway, like I said, this is the penultimate to the little Gunlance series that we are doing, and this is purely all about the slapstick. Now there is a lot of argument over just how powerful slapstick actually is and how powerful you can make it. This is a build that I personally like to use. I have no idea how it compares to the meta, but what I really like about this is due to the set buffs of the armor as well as the weapon. Regardless of whether you get a crit or not, you quite simply do not need to sharpen, because we have Teostra or Kaiser's Master's Touch as well as Razor Sharp, so you can pretty much guess where this is mainly going to be going. Anyway, without further ado, let us get onto the skills and equipment. Now, like I said, this build is not actually adapted from the meta. This is just something I really like to use. It's very survivable and it deals some hefty damage. So to start off with, we have the Howl Styx with a health augment and 2 attack decorations. The Kaiser Gamma helmet with 2 critical decorations. The Kaiser Gamma chest with your 3rd critical decoration. Your Kaiser Gamma gloves with a flawless decoration, your Empress Beta waist with 2 flawless decorations, and your Dante boots with another 2 attack decorations. And then finally, rounding this off, you have the Mighty Charm. Now this will put you at 100% affinity, not including the increase of 5% from level 4 attack boost, or the other 10% you will get from latent power. So effectively you kind of have 115% affinity, and the reason I have that overlap is because of the pure amount of area that Swing Lance actually has, which means you're not always going to get that crit. So this just sort of gives you a 65% affinity chance on those non-weak areas, which I won't lie is not too much of a problem, because you do have Razor Sharp, which does half the amount in which your sharpness decreases. And if you do get a crit because of Master's Touch from the 3-piece Kaiser set, you just don't lose sharpness. So effectively throughout an entire hunt you do pretty much have infinite sharpness. On top of that, we have Critical Eye level 5, which is generally really handy. Attack boost level 4, just because we can. If you are quite concerned with actually trying to stay alive, or if you don't have those 4 attack decorations, by the time you get to this sort of point in the game, you'll have at least 1. Maybe go for 3 medicine decorations, and this will allow you to keep peak performance up. And it doesn't really drop your EFR to a point of where it's too bad. Honestly, it doesn't really make any difference really at all, and it just means you keep peak performance up quicker and easier, and well, you don't really need that extra 5% affinity. The affinity counted that you saw there is not taking into account the 5% you get from attack boost or the 10% you get from latent power, so you just simply don't really need it. Weakness exploit is the staple of pretty much every single build. Critical boost, because those crits need to do more. Peak performance, because on a build like this where you can hit this hard and heal through doing it, it is just really handy, and it's kind of hard to not have that skill in place. And latent power is just a side effect of the build, but it does actually come quite in handy, particularly when you're not hitting those weak spot areas. And tool specialist, this is mainly because I just needed 2 level 2 slots somewhere, and Tool Specialist is kind of handy, and Maximum Might on the Charm is what basically puts you to 100% affinity through just Maximum Might, Weakness Exploit and Critical Eye. That's basically where that 100% affinity comes from, and then anything else on that is just luxury. So how do you play Slapstick? This actually is near enough the exact same way as you play a normal level 4 Gunlance. You basically do the infinite combo, and rather than do the burst, you literally just keep swinging. You can do the burst if you want, particularly on this Gunlance. It's not going to do a lot of damage. For a start, it's a wide level 3 and we don't have magazine, so it's not exactly going to do the most amazing amount of damage, although it will increase the overall damage of the combo by a little bit. But over a solid duration, it will actually kind of decrease it, because when you do the burst, you slow down, you get a slight knockback. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing a 2-monster hunt in this one, because over the course of this hunt, if I was doing the burst, I would have effectively done less damage over a period of time, because where it takes that much longer, it's just more irritating, and it just wouldn't have worked. So generally with Slapstick, you literally just stick with the Slapstick and just keep slapping. It does work. It is actually very, very powerful, unless you get completely bullcrapped on by this lovely female Diablos, because she's a bitch and her hitboxes literally make no friggin' sense, but that's by and by. So generally speaking, Slapstick is actually one of the most powerful Gunlance plays / setups that you can go for. Burst using a normal level 4 with the correct build will out damage it, but it's quite marginal, and adding in the fact that effectively, but at some point, will chew through your sharpness and you have to take time out to sharpen. This particular setup, I've not done the math, I just like using this, could potentially be better for the more speed run or duration hunts. Anyway, that's me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys learned something. Good luck, have fun, don't die. It's bad for the health.